In 2024, something dramatic is happening across the planet. A natural phenomenon that's been shaping weather for centuries, and this time, it might be pushing extremes harder than ever before. In North America, winter storms are getting more intense. Meanwhile, South America is burning under drought, and extreme storms are battering the Pacific. What connects all of this? Two simple words: La Niña. But what exactly is La Niña? And why does it throw the entire planet into chaos? Let's break it down. La Niña is a climate phenomenon born deep in the Pacific Ocean, which covers 1/3 of our planet's surface. Under normal conditions, winds called trade winds blow steadily across the equator, moving from east to west. These winds push warm surface water towards Asia and Australia, creating a balance. As this warm water moves away, cold water from deep below rises near the Americas. This natural process keeps the Pacific's temperatures and global weather patterns in check. But during La Niña, something changes. The trade winds become much stronger than usual. This means warm water gets pushed even further west, and more cold water rises along the coasts of North and South America. In simple words, La Niña is like an overpowered version of the normal cycle, a cold event that shifts the balance of the atmosphere. Now, you might think, what does a colder Pacific Ocean have to do with weather around the world? Well, when the Pacific cools, it disrupts something called the jet stream, a high-altitude wind current that guides storms and weather systems across the globe. During La Niña, the jet stream gets pushed northward. This small shift triggers massive ripple effects. In North America, the southern US becomes drier and hotter, raising drought risks, while the Pacific Northwest and Canada get heavy rainfall and flooding. Winters in the northern US turn colder and snowier. In Europe, freezing Arctic air plunges south, creating colder winters and stronger storms, especially in northern and western Europe. In South America, the opposite happens. The eastern Pacific stays dry, leading to intense droughts. Forests in Brazil, Peru, and Bolivia become fuel for devastating wildfires. In the Pacific region, Australia and Southeast Asia face extreme rains and flooding, sometimes so intense they displace entire communities. Now, the critical question: why does La Niña seem worse today than it did decades ago? The answer is climate change. In November 2024, the world recorded its second hottest November ever. This is just one sign of how our actions are making natural phenomena like La Niña worse. Burning fossil fuels, deforestation, and industrial pollution are adding more heat and energy to the atmosphere, which causes global warming and amplifies every weather pattern, pushing them to new extremes. Storms carry more moisture, making rainfall heavier and floods more severe. Droughts last longer and spread further, drying up farmland and fueling wildfires. Cold snaps in some regions become harsher, while others remain unusually warm. For example, La Niña winters in the US are now seeing wetter, heavier snow in some parts, while droughts in regions like California and Brazil are getting more severe, threatening ecosystems like the Amazon. As of now, scientists predict that this La Niña will stick around through winter and into early 2025, typically lasting 9 to 12 months. But it doesn't always play by the rules. The rare triple dip stretched on for 3 years. These extended phases amplify weather extremes. To make matters worse, predicting La Niña's duration and strength is becoming increasingly difficult. Scientists rely on ocean temperatures and atmospheric patterns to forecast its impact. But as climate change adds unpredictability, La Niña events are becoming harder to pin down, leaving regions vulnerable to sudden, extreme shifts. This clears one thing: the La Niña effect we're seeing today is far from natural. A warming world is tipping the scales, and when the planet is out of balance, no one is spared. This is where we, as a community, come in. Because addressing the climate crisis starts with all of us. EcoCreds is empowering individuals and businesses to take meaningful action, helping them reduce plastic waste, cut emissions, or support sustainable solutions. Our collective actions have the power to ease the burden on our planet and help restore balance. Follow us on X to learn more.